Junkin' Fool over here. Welcome to Porville. I got a frog in my throat. We're working on the Trans van here. Now this is a genuine Porville portable concrete. So let's see how safe this looks. Well, we got a little ramp there sitting on that tire that I aired up, and we got that jack there. Well, I wouldn't crawl under, but then I got this up under the frame with a 4x4s and 6x6s. So I've been under here today and yesterday messing around. Sorry if I move you around a little bit. Yeah, I had some thin, like, kind of paneling material I used to use for crawling under vehicles. And he got wet a few times. I usually put them in, try to keep at least the dry spot around. So I was putting this gasket in, exhaust manifold gasket, and put new bolts in there. Now that one's pretty easy to get to. This one right here, man, it looks easy on video, but actually I'm on the wrong side. I didn't do this side yet. That one might be easier. So I'm gonna change this. Now these don't have a donut, they're just flared and fit on the manifold. But this is the side I did over here, I guess. Okay, that one, the bottom bolts are easy to get to. But that top bolt on this back side is a bugger. Actually we did finally get it wrenched on there. Her Debbie was up there helping me out, and she got one on the top. But you gotta, my arms won't fit through none of this mess. I get them through there, but then, man, up in there, this looks pretty greasy. It's got the timing case cover is leaking some oil on this, which I don't know. I'm going to try some stuff. There's supposed to be some stuff that will seal that, but that one at the very top there is almost impossible to get something on to hold it. We was able to get it through the top, but it was definitely not that easy. There. Look at that. A rock coming through my concrete. Whether that's made in America. Probably not. Anyway. Yeah, so I think that's actually gasket material. A little rough looking. Debbie is headed to the garbage with it. I said, oh, don't get rid of that. So this side is on, and might have to tighten them up again. Yeah, that one's easy to get to there. It's that one in the kit in there. So we got to quiet it down a little bit. I need to change a valve cover gaskets. I put the spare on here, which was flat, but it seems like it's holding there now. I got that one that's pretty much gone out back. I got a bunch of parts on it. And I've been out here messing with this. I changed to, I thought I was out of firing order. I rewired it, and it should be right now. I gotta set the carburetor. I'm gonna see if it's got a fuel filter on there. I think this side needs to be changed now. I can hear some exhaust noise. That, and I think that pin's rattling. Got a back there. That's why I think I need to change the carburetor. And probably put a timing light on it. It wasn't doing that before. And sometimes you rev it up and it doesn't do that. So I see that's that front there is leaking a little bit of gas. And I'm going to track that down, see if there may be a bad fuel filter or maybe the carburetor needs cleaned. I'm not really sure. I know that can be a few different things, but it actually I don't remember it doing that before. It was just doing the exhaust. It sure was loud. I pulled it off there and tried running it, and I went out back. I got that other one out there. It's the same motor in it, and that one's saying it's got 61,000. The one out back. This one I think it was 61. This one's saying this one's got 66,000. So I'm gonna still try to get that one running where it's in the what's left of the vehicle. Now I bought what'd I do with it? I bought an oil pressure gauge. Here it is. This is my toolbox now. Got an oil pressure gauge. I'd like to get that on there. There's a mounting bracket with it, which probably most people know. I thought about it mounting it over here or under here. That's actually pretty thin plastic, and I don't want to be bumping it with my feet getting in and out of here. Then I thought about, I kind of like the idea of cutting a hole in the dash, which I don't really like cutting holes in the dash of anything if I can help it, but putting it in there. Then the motor home I got out back, what's left of it, like I say, it's gone. I tore it apart with a backhoe. Probably people have seen that a while back. Did a video of it or some of it. But that's actually got air conditioning in it, and it all mounts up here. This one doesn't have an air condition setup, but I almost think there's enough out back to probably put air in this. So I want to get the motor out of it and finish. It's pretty much scrap. Get the whatever parts I might need and scrap that thing out. But that whole air condition fits across all the way over that way. So I'm going to look at that before I decide where I'm going to put that. I may put it down here temporarily. Okay. Look like somebody put a new sending unit for the oil pressure gauge, so that's easy to install. And then just run my hose so it don't get hot or anything. It all comes with it. It was like 20 bucks. And I probably got one around. Oh wow, I was thinking they were pretty cheap and didn't include the light bulb. I guess it did have that with it. So when you turn your headlights on, this come on. So yeah, I had to do some cutting on them bolts. The way it is, you really can't get up to the top to get that top nut with a wrench. No, this side might actually be easier. I got to pull this splash cover off, or that E-guard on, which is probably rattling. I need to figure out how to brace that up, and I don't know if there's one missing on that side, but I hear the noise little right there coming from these, but these motors are noisy with the doghouse off anyway. But I'll probably, right where I got this on the ramp, I got the gasket right there the other side. I may as well do both of them. $18 or $19, $20 or $22. I got a couple new bolts for the manifold. I think I'm going to do this side. I can hear that exhaust over here. Then I think I'm going to check, see if we got a fuel filter someplace in there. It looks like it's got a new fuel pump, or fairly new. It might have been put on 30 years ago. And actually the brake lines and stuff look like they were put on it. But from what I was told, that was in the storage building for 30 years, so I don't know. I assume that they did that back then, but the lines are still pretty shiny, so who knows. I think this is actually, I'm not positive, but I think that might actually be for cruise control. This has got cruise on it. And of course the old bright and dim, I had to move that up a little bit. Actually, the brakes feel good on this. I drove it up on this ramp, and then I didn't feel safe crawling under there, so I put the jack in this block. But yeah, it seemed like it stopped. I haven't drove it down the road. Now this right here, this runs back, I believe, to the transmission. It was all just hanging back there, so I had a vacuum leak. And I had to loosen the distributor, so it's out. It needs to be timed in. And I also robbed the plugs out of the one I had out back that I think I bought brand new. I was going to go buy a new one, and I thought I'll just stick them in it. I think we just lost an arm or something. Vacuum arm or something come unhooked. That's what happens when you buy on a Porterville budget. You probably can't see them out here. Nope. Must be in there. Huh. Probably a little clip or something. Let's hope. You gotta pull the whole thing apart to get to it, looks like. Well, I was gonna pull it out back, and I thought I may as well finish up a few more things. Maybe I can get to that from underneath this. Anybody know if I get to it from under there? Anyway, yeah, I was gonna replace these bolts, and I just thought, just tighten them up. Now I'll probably tighten it up a little bit more when I run it a while. I'm gonna do the other side, and I'll probably change the valve cover gaskets. I'm trying to get the bugs worked out at mechanical first, and yeah, that fuel pump, I think that's new, or newer. I almost always end up replacing them. They're not too expensive. I'm looking for a fuel filter. There's the fuel pump. And if there's a fuel filter, it's probably way back by the gas tank someplace. That's pretty good shape under here. That's leaking the rear main seal too. If I get all the bugs out, I wouldn't be opposed to really pulling the motor out of it and putting the seals in it, and probably maybe even rebuilding the tranny if it needs it. I've got an extra one. I think it's the same thing out back, so I could probably get that all going through and check everything out and pull that one out and put this one in. But yeah, that's pretty grubby looking there. I think that's a rear seal. Or it could be most of it could be the transmission pan. I know I got you sideways there. The one out back, I got a new starter on. I just bought when I was working on that thing. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a video. Well, this is a 78 Dodge Tran van. I did air these tires up, that one and this one. Go find a project. Or not. Goodbye now.